For today's topic, I want to discuss the Waste Management Open that passed this past week, which we all know is a professional golf tournament on a part of the PGA Tour, and many people in the Phoenix community have essentially used it as a huge party. And it's an event and it's an experience. The Open itself is pretty much the product. Um, and they had record-breaking attendance, as they do every year. Their attendance grows. This year there was approximately 720,000 people in attendance, which is about, I think, roughly a 20% increase from last year's about 655,000 attendance. So a few things I thought would be important to highlight were some negative influences and impacts on people's experiences, as well as some positive influences and impacts on the experience from a marketing standpoint. First off, parking was a huge issue for many people. The parking lots, even the Uber lots, were very far from the entrance itself. It was a long walk for a lot of people. A lot of women were in heels. And that was something that impacted the experience for a lot of people. In addition, I think something to consider for the event organizers when putting on a big event like this is the location. We are in Arizona. Yes, it is January, but winter doesn't really exist here. So it's 80 degrees, 85 degrees. You're surrounded by 700,000 people. It gets extremely hot and congested, and there were not enough water stations. It was bad enough that there were no free water, no complimentary water cups provided, but there weren't even enough stations to buy water. The concession stands, in a sense, where you buy water, the lines were extremely long, and that impacted the experience for a lot of people. In addition to security, a lot of people expressed that they didn't feel as safe. They didn't feel that there was as much security for the amount of people, the ratio of attendance that there were. And I think that's important when thinking of a big event like this, where the attendance is growing every year. It's pushing 1 million people. And unfortunately, in today's society, big events like this are targets for a lot of attacks. So I think that's something to consider. Yes, attendance is growing every year, but I think the people who put these events on should consider some of the experiences associated with the product rather than just the product itself. A positive thing I wanted to highlight really quickly, just to wrap it up. As we know, Waste Management is the major sponsor of this event, and that was really reflected in the sponsorship activation and how much Waste Management is a waste management company who deals with waste, and they also specialize in environmental waste. So developing new and innovative ways to recycle and reduce, reuse, whatever. And all of the signage was recyclable. There were a ton of recycle bins. Everything there was a reflection of Waste Management and the services that they provide. The food, the leftover food, was donated to a food bank at the end. Nothing was wasted. Everything was recycled and disposed in a environmentally friendly way. So I thought that was great, the sponsorship activation between PGA and Waste Management. And yeah, those are just some things that I thought would be significant to highlight in regards to the Waste Management Open.